At ease, agents. Sergeant Fury here. Good morning to everyone. Have some great news here about the year one and what to expect should you buy the year one pass for the Division 2. So watch this video first, and then we're going to go over a lot of stuff about the gear, mods, perks, a lot of information to go over this morning. Different versions of the game, what to expect from each version. Okay, so let's sit back and watch this little 3-minute video here first.
The launch of the Division 2 is only the beginning of our journey. We have an extensive post-launch plan supporting the game for the year to come. This content will be free and accessible for everyone. It all starts shortly after release, with the introduction of Tidal Basin, a new challenging faction stronghold held by the Black Tusk. Next up is the launch of Operation Dark Hours, the first 8-player raid in the history of the Division. Team play and coordination will be the key to success. As the year unfolds, we will be releasing 3 new episodes. Episodes are free major content updates with additional narratives and missions, new PvP and PvE modes, as well as 3 entirely new specializations. New threats will rise as the situation in Washington, D.C. evolves. Our first free episode, DC Outskirts Expeditions, will take you to the surrounding areas of Washington to fight for the liberation of the city in 2 additional main missions. The first major update will also introduce a new game mode. Division agents must form an expedition to investigate the fate of a lost convoy, encountering unexpected threats along the way. The second free episode, Pentagon, The Last Castle, will host its own narrative extension with additional main missions and introduce a new experience, as agents will have to storm the Pentagon and unveil the secrets that hide beneath one of America's most iconic locations. The third free episode will close the first chapter of the Division 2 storyline and pave the way for even more content to come. We will also introduce 3 entirely new specializations. Each of them will bring in a new unique signature weapon and skill tree to unlock and master. New endgame specializations will help you redefine your own personal playstyle as you take on new high-level challenges. The Year 1 Pass owners will enjoy 7 days early access to the episodes, instant access to the specializations as they release, a series of 8 classified assignments revealing more about the fall of DC, base of operations projects, more bounty targets, as well as trophies and unique customization items. The Division 2 is an ever-evolving game that we are committed to keep improving upon as we listen to community feedback. There will be vast amounts of varied new content deployed in the coming months. No matter your playstyle, there will always be something new for you to experience. We look forward to seeing you on the streets of Washington, D.C.
Mine's already preloaded already. If you're not buying this game, I don't know what the hell you're playing. Must be something real effing good. Okay, so next. Wow, that's a lot, huh? Man, that game is gonna rock. So that's a lot of free stuff you get there. You know, now they have free content for everyone. But you see, if you get the year 1 pass, you get early access to a lot of that stuff, right? And you get all the additional things, right? The extra 8 missions and the base of operations. And we're going to go over that right now, okay? So, by the standard division, you get the game. You get the gold edition. Okay, you get Division 2 year 1 pass. I think this is $79.99. This is $99.99. Okay, you get the Ultimate Edition, $119.99. You get the game Year 1 Pass, and you get these 3 packs already ready to rock and go already. Okay, let me, I think I make this one larger. Hold on. Let me exit this and make this larger so you guys can see this. Oh, there we go. Cool. All right, you get the first responders pack, the whole outfit with a rare weapon skin. Looks like an 870 or Benelli. Oh, it's probably a Benelli M4 shotgun. Then you get the battle worn Secret Service pack. Get the outfit. You get an emote, and you get the M4A1 skin. Okay, then you have the Elite Agent Pack, which gives us the exotic AK-74 weapon, right? Additional stash space, which I think you get 30, and special skill effects. Okay, so that's what you're gonna get on that one. Now, if you want to kick it up a notch and buy the Dark Zone collectors, you'll get the Division 2, of course, the Battle Worn Capital Defenders pack, and a little figurine. They're actually urethane plastic. They're like little GI Joes. So buy wisely if you're into that stuff. You get your book, watching DC map, game soundtrack, and premium collector's box. Here you go. That's all the stuff you get. So it looks good here. You know, it's okay, but the prices that they charge. This one's pretty. I think this is. I want to say 179.99, and then this one, the Phoenix, is 249. And you get this guy right over here standing up. You can go check all this out at the UB store. Then there's actually two other versions too that are floating around. There's a Washington D.C. version. Oh God! And there's a dark zone, another dark zone one too. I think no, that's a dark zone. There's two other ones, man. It's very confusing, but this is on Ubisoft site, so we're gonna go with that. Now let's talk about character. Okay, and all these links I'm going to put up because this is a hard one to find. I don't know why they're hiding this, but I can't remember. Somebody gave me this in Twitch when I was in Twitch streaming. Somebody sent me this, and there's a few people have it on YouTube already, so it's actually out there. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about this. This is your perks inventory. As you unlock these perks, they're always as you unlock these perks, they'll always be active. I can make this larger and we can move back and forth. So perks are passive benefits. Once they're locked, always active. Most have upgrade. Perks affect items carry capacity for inventory, stash, grenades, armor kits, but also crafting materials and resources. They also award XP bonuses, bonus crafting materials for deconstruction, and world detection boosts of containers and enemies. If you played the demo, you'll already know a lot of this already. This is for the people who didn't play. So as you unlock these, they'll be there forever. Okay? So then you also have your skill platforms. There are 8 skill platforms that unlock by completing skill unlock missions: Pulse, Drone, Chem, Launcher, Hive, Secret Mine, Turret, Firefly, and your shield. Agents can have 2 skills equipped at the same time, same as in the Division 1. Okay? Depends on what you're going to do, right? Each skill platform has 3 or 4 variants, features different characteristics, same as in the Division 1. Remember? You had your, seeker mines, you could do gas, you could do ground, you could do air burst, right? Okay, so the same thing. Unlocking a skill allows player to pick a single variant. The rest can be unlocked by spinning HD SHD tech. And you know how we found that in the demo. There's caches of them all over the place, and you get awarded them by doing missions, right? Okay, when equipped a skill, a player can choose the variants of skill they want, obviously. Skill mods. Now, this is cool now because we didn't have these before. And what this does, what we had was with like our turret, our seeker mine, it gave us like 67% more damage on the turret and on the seeker mines. So this is going to rock, having the ability to mod your skill, so that'll rock. Okay, recalibration. A lot of people are used to this already, right? Okay, once agents get closer to the in-game, recalibration will be made available. This feature allows agents to further customize their equipment by replacing their attached stats and talents and increase their gear score to a certain limit, of course. At the recalibration bench, agents can, by paying some extra credits materials, same as in the Division 1, choose to change a stat or talent or an item they want to upgrade, exchange it with a stat from an item in their inventory. This item is the stat is transferred from its destroyed after recalibration. Item The item the status transferred from is destroyed. Okay, so this is what they're giving as an example, right? If you want to change just headshot damage, right, requires a Lego. See, he's changing this, right? From rate of fire, jazzy hands. For the stat talent transfer to take place, the two stat talents need to be from the same family: offense, defense, utility. Okay, you guys following that? Okay. Agents can only recalibrate one stat talent per item, but this can then be switched out indefinitely. Okay, well, that's cool. Okay, exotics. Everybody wants to know about these, right? Since we had these in Division 1. Exotics are unique weapons and gear with their own lore, look, and talent. Only one exotic weapon and gear can be equipped at a time for a total of two. Acquiring exotics will require completing specific tasks, progressively discovering by agents as they take back Washington. Same as before, except for this obviously is tied to missions, doing missions. Exotics can be upgraded through crafting. Agents will need to purchase the upgraded blueprint for each exotic from vendors. The blueprint requires an exotic material which is obtained by deconstructing any exotic item. Now, gear sets are composed of 6 unique gear pieces, which, when equipped, unlock specific, special, and very powerful 5 and 6 piece talents. Yeah, they rock. You guys will, if you notice when we were streaming, we were showing you the different named pieces, and I'll show you, I think, on this other side over here. They're going to show us that here in a second, okay, with the names. Okay, gear sets are found in loot and reward just like any other gear and weapon. Items playing specific activities will guarantee a random gear set. The first gear sets will be added shortly after Division 2 launch. Okay, okay. See, here's they have a gear brand. See, they have a certain set, so they have a name. Okay, player equipment, quality. Higher quality, same as before, right? Worn, standard, specialized, superior, high end. So thank God these are pretty much going to remain the same, so they'll be on the same page. Mods. Equipment can be modified to further specialize behavior or stats. Weapons can equip attachments like magazines, muzzles, underbarrels, optics, rail mods, boosting certain characteristics of an agent's weapon, like magazine size, reload speed, stability. The magazine mods we had actually decreased the magazine size, so I never had one that actually increased when I did the beta. Okay, each weapon mod also features a drawback. For example, decreasing accuracy or rate of fire to balance out his bonus. Yeah, see, with mine, I had accuracy and rate of fire, but it took away 15 rounds from me, is what it did. So instead of 100, I had 85. Okay, acquiring weapon mod blueprints by playing side missions and projects, and then construct them at your crafting bench. If you did the demo, then remember you go to your crafting station. If you didn't, then it's in the White House base of operations. Spoiler. When you go in there past the quartermaster and the store, you make a left-hand turn, and then the first door you turn left, and then that's where your crafting area is going to be, where you can purchase your blueprints and then craft up your stuff. Okay, now talents are powerful special effects that can further enhance or change one playstyle and effectiveness. The most powerful talents only activate once agents fulfill their stated requirements. So, close and personal, killing a target within 7 meters, grants a 50% weapon damage for 5 seconds. Requires, see, 5 or more, see? So, once you meet the requirement, you get that bonus, okay? Now, yeah, the gear itself, equipping gear pieces belonging to the same brand unlocks additional stats. So, in the game, they work 3 out of 3, so you could go 3 out of 3 twice. So you could have your 6 gear pieces, but you can run 2 different branded sets and get the effects, or you can go 4 out of 3, 5 out of 3, or 6 out of 3 and get additional perks. Right? Okay, so that's how that works. It actually rocks. You'll see that whole thing here in a couple days when we rock the early access on the 12th. Okay, upon reaching the endgame, agents unlock active specialization, sharpshooter, survival, and demolization. So this is the same thing that if you played the demo, remember we got to go back and unlock those 3 characters. Okay, so it's going to be the same thing here. Just like in Division 1, you work all the way up to level 30. Once you get to level 30, then we can rock and go all the way up to 291. Okay? Everybody's following that. Okay? So that's how all that works. So no, nobody, even if you buy the year one pass, the ultimate edition, the collector, dark zone, whatever, we all got to work the same to get to level 30. Nobody gets that goodies. You might get them, but I don't. They're not going to be working. You know what I mean? They're not going to be. You're not going to be able to be equipped them until you get to level 30. All right. After level 30, see, all gear and weapon power is represented by gear score in addition to quality agents overall. Loadout power is represented by average gear score, same as it is right now, right? They average that out against all our scores, okay? So if you're already playing the Division 1, it's all pretty familiar with you. If not, then basically they're taking your 6 gear pieces and your weapons, right? And then you average that score, and then this is how you come up with this number here. Okay, so agents can find higher gear score items by engaging in any in-game activity that rewards loot. Drops are based on their peak availability, anything in their inventory or stash. Gear scores and currently loadout power. Okay, so in other words, you're not going to get a bunch of crap. Basically, as you know, just same thing as we leveled up in the Division 1, our gear leveled up with us, the rewards that we were given, right? So that means they're likely to give you a higher level, but not super higher. And same thing, you're not going to get a super low. Okay, now if you're running with different people with different gear scores, yeah, you may get different people getting different drops, and they may want to share them with you. So you may end up getting something higher based on the fact that somebody with you may be playing at that higher gear score. Okay, Endgame is organized into world tiers, just like right now we have world tier, 1 through 5. Okay, each world tier has a corresponding gear score max, which represents the maximum gear score and loot in that world tier. In order to advance the world tiers, agents have to beat the world tier challenge, 2 invaded main missions, and an invaded stronghold. Stronghold has gear score requirements. This means one's loadout power needs to be at least the required amount in order to attempt the stronghold. Okay, so if you can't rock it, they're going to lock it. Does that make sense? So if you can't rock it, they're going to lock it. Plain as that. So you have to have these to be able to progress to each one, okay? Which is great because it's going to keep people from trying to blast through here with just bullshit gear scores and on luck. You're going to have to really work your way through the game. Crafting. Okay, crafting requires 2 main components, blueprints and materials. Both, again, are purchased right there, right at the crafting station or at the settlements. The settlements they will unlock, I believe, at all the settlements. A lot of the stuff wasn't unlocked in a demo for us, but it was quite evident. They had a vendor there, so I'm assuming they're gonna have the crafting bench and all that crap will be there. Okay, a lot of stuff. Scavenging. I'm telling you, scavenging is the main thing in the game. If you're not picking up shit when you're not shooting somebody, you're doing something wrong. So basically, if you're not killing somebody, you need to be scavenging, man, because everything is tied to that. Because it automatically, once you get your blueprints, right, and you do a crafting assignment, it automatically tracks what you have. So this way you can go in there and look, and when you have enough, you just simply go back there and craft that item. Okay? So it works pretty straightforward. Okay, so this way you can tell right away if you need tools, electronics, materials, what it is that you're lacking, and then you can specifically go get that item or go get that, do that mission that gives you that requirements. And this way you're not dicking around, running around like a chicken with your head cut off, right? Trying to figure out everything. Wow. So, a lot of stuff we covered, but yeah, like I said, great freaking game. Um, Unfortunately, you should have pre-ordered it maybe to get it on sale, but I never saw it on sale anyway. When I bought my edition, it was $119, but it is already up. So again, year one contents. Last section we're going to go over. Okay, this is directly from Ubisoft. Okay, the Division 2 year one contents, year one pass, and monetization details. Because a lot of people are bitching about, oh God, if I don't buy the year one pass, I don't get the weapon, I don't get this, I don't get that. Wait, calm your little heinies down, right? I already showed you videos, you get a lot of free stuff already, right? Everybody gets access to all that free. Okay, if you get the year one pass, you get early access, but we all get this, right? However, you'll get these assignments that the regular player won't get. Okay. You also get your three specializations, right? You're going to get your emote, additional bounties and projects, outfit, and you get your little Chotsky keychains that you can hang off your backpack so you desire. Okay? That's where that all comes in. Okay? Right? Now, for everybody else who says, fuck that, I don't want to buy that, screw that, I'm not giving Ubisoft any more money, I just want to buy what I want to buy, cool. Because what you can do, as always, right, there's always going to be a premium vendor. Okay, and you can go right to the premium vendor and you can purchase those cosmetic items that you want to get. Just like right now, people go buy all the emotes, right? They buy all the backpack, weapon skins, all that cool stuff. That's great, man. You want to buy that? That's going to be available for you. However, like I always tell people, okay, okay, the intent is for players to organically earn new pieces as they enjoy the many different activities of the division, right? So all that crap that I rock in the game, I got cipher key fragments for, which gives you 10 of those, gives you a cipher key. Hence, and I ran over to that guy and he put that big crate on the table and said, let's see what you got, right? So that's how I end up with all the skins and the emotes and all that cool crap. So it's just for the people who want to, for those who wish to speed up this process, right, or acquire specific apparel, there will be the choice to directly purchase individual cosmetic items in the apparel store or via event caches post launch. Okay, so there you go. So they're giving us to both of us. If you want to spend the money ahead of time, you know, will Year Pass 1 holders receive any gameplay advantage? Of course not. Their intention is to allow all players an even playing field. All we're going to get is Chotskis, man. We get early access to some episodes and we get some extra narrative stuff, right? And extra assignments, yeah. But it's not going to give us any advantage over anybody else. Raids, new weapons, gear, other gameplay affecting post launch additions will be available to all players, right? Okay, won't end its access to new specializations on 1 year pass holders' gameplay advantage. Specializations are unique and powerful as abilities and specialized weapon tailored to specific playstyles. When skilled hands, they can turn the tide of a battle. Through year one pass holders will have the benefit of access to new specializations. All players will be able to unlock them over time through gameplay. So they will have different. So again, it's the same thing. Just because somebody buys something in, let's say, Ghost Recon Wildlands, that doesn't make them a better player than you. You know what I mean? So again, don't think that because that's not the way it works. Okay, and again, all the specializations we all have to get to level 30 to unlock all that cool shit anyway. So we're not going to get anything. Okay, in the Ultimate Edition, are you able to unlock extra space in your stash in early game? Will additional stash spaces unlock stash slots be monetized in the future? No, stash spaces will not be monetized at all, period. If the available stash size becomes an issue affecting game experience, we'll add more. There's plenty of space, guys, trust me. Don't be don't be like me. Don't be a hoarder, man. Holy shit. Sarge is like, I'm the most guiltiest person of hoarding shit, man. I was constantly telling people, oh, stop. I got 120 things in my backpack. I got to clear out my backpack. I can't go on in the mission. They're like, oh my God, dude. Well, you clear that freaking thing out, man. So, yeah, I'm guilty of that. To clarify how many stash slots are available to players and how many additional slots are provided to players, right, who purchase Ultimate. All players have access to the same place. Three upgrades, remember, 20, 30, and 50, right? You get a total of 150 slots, right? Sound familiar, right? So everybody starts off with 100 and we all work our way up. So again, there's, okay, what about cosmetics? How can I attain them? If you, as you play the game, you'll frequently acquire cosmetic items. Remember, just like same as now, all the clothing they're talking about, right? Okay. Shortly after launch, there will be a limited time events. Okay, so right at the very beginning, yeah, they're going to reward people who buy the game right away. But later on, they always do that. They've always, just like, what it is the Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3, Mark 4 and the holiday caches, right? Right? Remember how they had the Mark 1 and then later on they had the Mark 2 and then later on they brought some of the Mark 1 back. Now you can get a cache, right, that has all of them mixed in it, correct? Only the holiday one they had a limited time, remember, up until January the 10th or something of this year. So that's what they're basically working. Okay. Standard apparel caches are bread and butter of our cosmetic system. Contain a large assortment of different cosmetics. All standard cache drops items from the same pool, just like now. You get all that crap once you get the maxed out, like it's 600 freaking items or something in a division. You get your little award. After that, they give you crappy weapons, right? When you give people candy bar and water and soda and stuff. Okay. Can you get duplicates? Event caches won't contain duplicates, right? There's an infinite number of event catches require, right? So there, or through, you can either do it through gameplay or again go to the premium vendor and buy crap there, right? So eventually, like even now in the Division One, I have 68 out of 89 sets for all the clothes. So apparently there's still a shitload of clothes out there and crap to get. So even in that, but who cares? I rock the same outfit like most of us do all the time, right? What are the drop rates like? Man, some of these questions. The drop rate is flat across the items in Imperial Cash Pool, right? And items of higher quality will have the same chance to drop the item of lower quality. Exactly, same as it is now, man. Clothes are clothes, So like, how when you finish an incursion or finish a legendary, you may get some LMB or Riker, or cleaner weapon skin or a gear skin, right? Or one of those. That's what they're talking about. Same principle. For event caches, it'll be a preview, which is sort of cool. So this is going to show you what's inside before you even do the event. So if you don't want to do it, same as it is now, right? When you click on whatever it is, it'll show you, oh, you're going to get one gear item, score this, this many XP, this many bonuses, this many dollars, that same that. Okay, what's the expected duration and cadence of events? Events timing will be based on a wide set of factors, and I'm not something you can communicate in detail at this time. Stay tuned. I think they're going to be pretty much like you have your daily, your weekly, and then what they're talking about is global events, folks. If you don't know what this is global events, right? We have all our global events going on right now, so that's what they're talking about. If you don't know what all these events, it's not clear. Okay, so have I gone over every frickin' thing in this whole thing, man? I think I've covered everything for you guys. Other than that, I know this is a long thing, but I'll put up links to all this. This is in your launcher over here. So if you're like me, then you're already rocking it over here. It's already preloaded. Just waiting for 2 more days, and I'll be all set. Okay? So again, but this is where the news is at. If you go over to the division and then click on game news, and then right over here, the division 2, everything you need to know before the launch. See, and then the same thing. Hey, here we go. I'll go over more stuff with you. You thought the video was over. You play playable times, gold and ultimate editions. Okay, here's gonna be all the times, right? You can start playing it here. They're pretty much got it all laid out. Sorry, this is I can't get this any bigger than it is. Um, but yeah, there's your whole thing right there. Standard edition. I can probably put links up below, so look in the description below, and I'll have links to all these because I'll be able to find links to all this crap, or cut and paste it, or somehow I'll do something, but I'll make sure. Okay, preload, digital purchases only. Players that purchase a digital copy can be preload now. Now, there is going to be a patch, okay, which is Title Update 1.5. On March 11th, that's tomorrow, you'll be prompted to download a Title Update 1.5. Expect about 2 gigabytes in download, depending on your platform, region, and preferred language. This basically addresses the missing audio or cutting out experience Okay, you know how like you'd be shooting your weapon, and all of a sudden your weapon, the noise would be like gone, or you'd see people talking, and but nothing was coming out of their mouth. Right. Okay. Availability, timing, mind the spoilers. The Division 2 available at midnight local time on March 12th for all players in every country. Therefore, players from Australia and New Zealand would be the first to access the game. So that's why this is sort of moot, because it's going to be available at midnight your time. Okay, so don't worry about, oh my God, Sarge, you didn't fucking tell us what it was in New Delhi or Cape. Dude, it's midnight your time. So at 12:01, okay, a.m. on the 12th of March, you'll be able to start playing it, right? In theory now. See, this also means that players who get a copy of the game earlier than March 12th will not be able to start playing it until the servers are live. Duh. See, I have mine right now, right? But it says, preloaded. So once the servers go live, bam, I'm going to hit that thing and I'll be up and rocking here. So if you're in a part of the world where you can't play it yet, then you can turn into my Twitch. I'll have a little notification on YouTube, and you can come over to Twitch and watch us, and we'll be rocking it live, okay? Whew. All right, man. I think I covered everything. Oh my God. They have an FAQ on preload. You want me to go over there? Let me go over here. If you don't want to watch the rest of this video, then, you know, then do your thing. But she's like, well, when's it going to be released? Okay, on the 15th of March. Yes, we already know that. 3 days early. Yep, just told you that. Preload. Yep, it's already preloaded for everybody. Xbox, PlayStation, PC, the whole world. Everybody's okay. Basically. So again, this is all like BS crap. So other than that, I'm going to play the video one more time for everybody. Okay, and then we're going to get out of here for you.
The launch of the Division 2 is only the beginning of our journey. We have an extensive post-launch plan supporting the game for the year to come. This content will be free and accessible for everyone. It all starts shortly after release, with the introduction of Tidal Basin, a new challenging faction stronghold held by the Black Tusk. Next up is the launch of Operation Dark Hours, the first 8-player raid in the history of the Division. Team play and coordination will be the key to success. As the year unfolds, we will be releasing 3 new episodes. Episodes are free major content updates with additional narratives and missions, new PvP and PvE modes, as well as 3 entirely new specializations. New threats will rise as the situation in Washington, D.C. evolves. Our first free episode, DC Outskirts Expeditions, will take you to the surrounding areas of Washington to fight for the liberation of the city in 2 additional main missions. The first major update will also introduce a new game mode. Division agents must form an expedition to investigate the fate of a lost convoy, encountering unexpected threats along the way. The second free episode, Pentagon, The Last Castle, will host its own narrative extension with additional main missions and introduce a new experience, as agents will have to storm the Pentagon and unveil the secrets that hide beneath one of America's most iconic locations. The third free episode will close the first chapter of the Division 2 storyline and pave the way for even more content to come. We will also introduce 3 entirely
See, that's
new
in December.
specializations. Each of
They're
them
going to
will bring
close
in
the
a new
storyline
unique
for
signature weapon
Division
and
2
skill
with
tree
more
to unlock
content to
mastery.
come. So that
New
tells you
Endgame
right there that in
specializations will help
March
you
of
redefine your
2020,
own
Division
personal
3 is
playstyle
coming out.
as you take on new
That's how they're going to
high-level
rock this.
challenges. The Year 1 pass owners will
Yeah, they're
enjoy
going to
7
close out
days early
Division 2.
access to the episodes, instant access and specializations as they
Well, it
release,
says winter
a series of 8
2019, so
classified
that could be up
assignments
through
revealing
March.
more
But
about the
oh yeah,
fall of DC,
yeah, but the
base of
game's 5
operations
years old and
projects, more
making it,
bounty
so
targets, as well as
oh yeah.
trophies and unique customization items. The Division 2 is an ever-evolving game that we are committed to keep improving upon as we listen to community feedback. There will be vast amounts of varied new content deployed in the coming months. No matter your playstyle, there will always be something new for you to experience.
These are all free.
We look forward to seeing you on the streets of Washington, D.C.
All right, agents, as always, this is Sergeant Fury. At ease, soldiers.